Doing it again. Make sure this is facing me. Headed deer hunting. It's late archery season here in Utah, and so we're headed out to some of the extended archery units. We're gonna try and tag a buck out there. It's a spot I went to last year. Actually shot a decent buck last year. He came in right at dark, and if you've ever archery hunted, it is hard to see your pins when you're right at sunset, and he was super close. I hit him, it went all the way through, found my arrow, saw him drop pretty close to the stand, but when I tried to get out later, he got up and ran off. Brought a dog the next day. We could not find him. Don't know where I hit him exactly because it was so dark. It was either slightly high or maybe further back. That was the thing, when I had my pin on him, it was just so hard to tell. Thought I was on the right spot, and he was so close. I mean, I knew I was aiming at his body at least, but long story short, we're trying to redeem ourselves. But this is gonna be, and this is actually out of a stand, so I got my climber with me. We'll be up in a tree, or trees, different ones. Deer should be rutting now. Yeah, it should be a good time. I'm excited for it. I always like going back to my Alabama roots and sitting up at a tree stand. So we'll try her out and see if we can't get on something. I'm up in the tree. Probably not what you're thinking, but not a great setup. Literally got my bow setting here, balancing. I'm gonna have a better setup for tomorrow. This is the tree that I wanted to be in, though. I kind of found it last year, and it's right on this boundary line of where you can hunt and not hunt. And the deer, they hug this. They'll come in. Flip this around. They'll come in through here and cross between here and that tree line. Well, we got about 45 minutes left. Still haven't seen anything. Seen some cows, a cow, seen some horses off in the distance, but no deer yet. All right, it's early. 5:40 right now. Driving down the dirt road, and yeah, we're gonna hop out of the truck and start walking out. Legal shooting line is 6:32, so we got time. But saying it's 28. I didn't realize it was that cold. But so definitely a little chilly this morning, but it's not as bad as it could be. And I got some layers, so, and some hand warmers, so it should be good.
was crazy. Scared up 2 deer on the way out. Had a coyote run by me on the way out. I heard him howling pretty good this morning. And then, literally I had just climbed into the tree. And I'm like I didn't even set my bow down yet. And I hear something and I look over. And there's all these elk coming out. I'm like, holy crap. And the only way I could tell they were elk was just obviously bigger bodied, and I could kind of see the two-tone colors, So, yeah, there's a pretty good buck chasing a doe. I mean, they are booking it out there. I don't know if they're going to come through or not. We'll see. I hear them out there running. Holy shit, they're making some noise. I can see a doe. That buck's in the woods somewhere there. Alright, I can see him there. They're a little ways over there. I don't know if they'll work their way this way. Looks like he's a 4-point, maybe a 3x4. He's definitely not a bad buck, but he's also nothing super, super crazy. But he is on that doe. Well, that happened sorry, a little chilled. I literally saw those deer, just there was 3 of them. Another one might have been a small buck or another doe, I couldn't tell, but they freaking blew out of the woods out there. I saw them just running out the open, full speed. I literally thought something scared them out of the woods. And so I threw my binos up really fast, and then I saw that buck, and I could tell he was chasing the doe. And they went from probably over 500 yards to being within, 70 yards or so, within, I don't know, 20 seconds. They booked it. But, yeah. They might be headed off a different way. I don't see them now. So, I could hear him out there grunting, though. They're from where those 3 deer originally came. But yeah, anyways, I think I might start to get down here. Got a bunch of turkeys out there. I don't know that you can see them. They're just taken out across the field there. Kind of cool. It's cold. Always cold with that sun coming up. Still hadn't seen anything. Just a bunch of horses. See a coyote out there. Two of them. 3 of them. 3. But yeah, multiple groups just ripping off. I've got like an actual rabbit in distress call in my truck. I'm like, should have brought it. I need to keep that on me while I'm deer hunting. Because I've had a few times where I've tried to just like mouth call. I've tried to mouth call and get in coyotes, but it just, number one, it's not as loud and it doesn't sound as good on average. Got one more try this evening. If we can't make it happen this evening, I may be able to get away next week. But hopefully we just make something happen this evening. Be lucky. Pretty sure I see a coyote right now. I do. Well, that was kind of cool. I was like, as I'm sitting here talking, I look over and I'm like, man, that looks like a coyote standing there. And sure enough, then he started just howling. So I tried to just put a little stalk on him. But, yeah, I don't know if he saw me, winded me. I didn't check my wind really going in. Or heard me, but he took off, not super fast, so I don't know. And he was howling and barking as he did, so maybe he didn't even notice me really, just kind of decided to go at a trot. Who knows? But maybe this evening we'll bag a coyote. I've seen plenty of them here. If I had a gun, definitely shoot a lot. Alright. We're back in the stand. Those freaking horses are out there still. Just annoying. Where the deer like to come through, they're just chilling there. But I guess that goes to show where the good feed is. But well, it just started glassing and it looks like there's a deer way out there just on the other side of the horses. But kind of thought he was a horse at first, just because I could only see his back. Well, false alarm. not a deer. It's a coyote. It's kind of funny that but all I could see was its back looked dark, and it wasn't really moving. Like it was just kind of there with its head down. So it could be a coyote on a kill or something. I don't know. But I finally got a better look at him, and it's a coyote. So, but it's about 600 yards out there, quite a ways. I'm surprised I even saw it to begin with. Dang. Well, I said it. Coyote or buck. We're shooting one of them. There's a deer right here. He looks like a 1x2. Just kind of just small buck. He popped out of nowhere, just right in front. Let's see. He was probably like 40 yards away, so within bow range. Alright, that's all she wrote, so we're gonna get down. Wind picked up a little. There's an elk right there. Looks like a cow, but I just saw her when I came out. So, yeah, she's out there by herself right out in the middle. That's how it goes. When you build your elk tag, you'll see more elk. Alright, we're back. Got the bow, got the climber, and we're out here like we're walking this beach area right here. And then this just keeps us quiet so we don't have to walk through the middle of all the leaves in there. Definitely lots of tracks out here, and the river's up there. But it's always fun to hunt a new spot. So yeah, I'm hoping it's active. We're getting out at a good time this evening, enough time to get the stand up and let things quiet down. But we'll see what we see. There's a little buck. Hard to focus on him. All these branches. Alright. We're up in a tree. So yeah, there was 2 deer. They were literally, when I was walking in, probably standing kind of back in that area. And one was a small buck. Anyways, they saw me obviously as I was coming in. It was like right where our stand, or right where I was gonna put my stand. The second deer I couldn't see it really. I just kind of saw it hopping away, so. But you never know. They didn't take off super fast. So maybe they'll come back through late or something. But there's a lot of trails through here. And there's a good trail that kind of cuts into the woods from that little beach area. So this is all like the river. I mean, really pretty spot. Alright. It's the last evening.